Hi friends, welcome to Educate 247. So we are back with our session on root words. So in today's session, we'll be covering the session 16 from the book Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. So session 16 is actually vast. We have 20 words in this session. So I have just divided into two parts. So in first part, we'll be discussing the first 10 words, and in next part, we'll be having the next 10. So this would be along with the practice exercise which we have at the end of our session, to just revise the words we have discussed and test our vocabulary build up. And before we begin, if you have not watched our sessions from session 1 to 15, I request you to click on the link in the description to view those videos. And also, if you are new to our channel, I request you to click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay tuned with amazing MBA related content on our channel. And you could also follow us on Facebook, Telegram, and also join our MBA exam preparation group on Telegram. So recently we have launched our CAT Booster 2020 course, which is a 360-degree mentorship course. So you could avail it at discount of 1000. Along with that, we have also launched our sectional courses. So if you think you are just weak in particular section, so you could just enroll these courses, so for building that weak portion of yours. And also we have launched our IIFT 2020 course. So IIFT is also one of the most important MBA entrance exams, and college IIFT is one of the tier 1 colleges in our country. So for those who are preparing for IIFT along with CAT, so you should surely join this course because it's a comprehensive course. We have covered everything which is required to crack IIFT along with the GDPI preparation. So talking about our Norman Lewis session, so here we first discuss root words and then try to predict meaning of the unfamiliar words. So let's begin. So for session 16, the root words would be same for both parts. So we'll just start. So the first word for today is chronos, which means time. So chronos is time. Next we have is ana or which is a negative prefix. So some word has an or a, so it will actually have the negative meaning. Next is con, which is with or together, so it's again a prefix if you see. Logos is science or study. Metron, we all know measurement. So these two words are actually discussed many of times in our sessions. Then sin or sim is with or together. Pathos is a disease or suffering, again the most repeated word. Anti is against. Tele is distance. So let's begin. So these are the 10 words which were discussed in the today's session. So let's start discussing the meaning one by one. First word we have here is chronicity. So chronos is time. So what would be chronicity? So chronicity is state of being chronic or having a long duration, something which is taking long period of time to occur will be termed having the chronicity. Next we have is ana, which is not negative is there. Chronoism. So chronoism is time, so something is against time. So it's basically a thing belonging or appropriate to a period other than it in which it exists, especially a thing that is conspicuously old fashioned. So we have some clothes or some items, like we have those buttoned mobile phones. So they were in fashion if you see few years back, but now someone is using those phones. We called it as old fashioned, or we could simply say it is anachronism. So that mobile phone will be anachronic. So I hope you have understood. So we'll move further. So the first next word we have here is congruity, incongruity. So incongruity is basically, if you see, incongruity here. So congruence, if you remember the triangles one. So when two triangles are exactly similar, we called it congruent. So congruity is basically compatibility. So in is negative sense. So incongruity is state of being incongruous or incompatible. So something which doesn't have similar or is not comparable. So it's incompatibility. So next we have is chronology. Chronology, we all know chrono and logy. So it's basically the arrangement of events or dates in order of their occurrence. So it will be termed as chronology. Next we have is chronometer. So meter, metron, measuring, and chronos, time. So something which measures time. So an instrument for measuring time accurately in spite of motion or variation in temperature, humidity, and air. So this is an instrument specifically. So you would say there is stopwatch. So chronometer is actually, it negates all the things, means atmospheric conditions, and measures time. So that instrument is called chronometer. So what is chronometry? So chrono and metry. So metry will be some science. So science of accurate time or time measurement will be termed as chronometry. So I hope this is clear. So we'll move forward. Next we have is synchronization. So synchronization is the operation or activity of two or more things at same time or rate. So we synchronize something, means two processes occur at the same time. So we actually try to synchronize the two processes. Next we have is a pathology. Pathos or disease, logy study. So it's a study of diseases. So science for cause and effects of diseases. Next we have is sympathy. Sim was together, pathy again, pathos. Sympathy is a feeling of pity, sorrow for someone else's misfortune. So you have feeling or sorrow. Next is telepathy. Tele was distance and pathy. So it's basically supposed to be communication of thoughts or ideas by means other than known senses. So it will be termed as telepathy. So with this, we have completed the first 10 words, and now we'll be having the match the following year. So you could just pause the video and try to solve these questions on your own, and then we'll be discussing it. So now let's begin. So first we have is chronicity. So chronicity was basically something which is occurring for long period of time. So which is condition of continual or repeated recurrence would be termed as chronicity. Next was anachronism. So anachronism was something which is old fashioned or something or someone out of time, I could say. So it will be termed as anachronism. Incongruity. Incongruity means incompatibility. So basically something which is state of being out of place, means it's not compatible. Now this is a 3. Next we have is a fourth, which is a chronology. Chronology, straight away we know calendar of events in occurrence. Next we have is a chronometer, which was instrument to measure time. So it's basically going to be timepiece or device that measures time very accurately. So that is a chronometer. Chronometry here will be, what it will be, simply be measurement of time. Next we have is synchronization. So synchronization was basically having two processes together at same time. So it's act of occurring or causing at same time. So this is synchronization 7. Next, pathology. Disease or study of diseases would be termed as pathology. Next, sympathy, feeling of pity or sharing or understanding others' feelings would be termed as sympathy. And finally, when we have is telepathy. So telepathy is basically communication from a distance. So this is the final one. I hope this is clear. So with this we complete our part 1 of session 16. So in next video we'll be covering the session 16 part 2. I hope you have understood this session. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions or queries, you could just mention them in comment section. And also you could, if you have loved this video, you could like and share this video with your friends. Thank you and have a nice day.